should be any rappers over 40. Once you get to 40, you should just hang it up.
How old was he?
This person is probably about 40, 45. And
what race is he?
Oh, black, and a real hip hop fan.
See, and I'm gonna tell you something that he doesn't know. Subconsciously, he's brainwashed without understanding that. He is brainwashed without understanding
what do you
that.
mean?
What other genre of music does a musician stop at 40? You name it.
Not rock and roll.
Not rock and roll. Not jazz.
Not R&B.
Not country. Not R&B. But rappers have to stop at 40. The newest, youngest genre out of all of the genres, now we have to stop at 40. Why does he think that? Because he's programmed from living at the hood that you have to achieve certain things by 40. You have to achieve certain things in your 20s and 30s. Subconsciously, this is what he's probably thinking.
All right, so before we get into the conversation, let me explain to the audience that may not be aware of who this is and add some context to it. So basically, the former rapper of the popular platinum group, The Lox, who was with one of the best hip-hop labels in history, Rough Rider, Styles P, was doing an interview with the left-wingist Sassy Man. Anyway, he basically made a comment saying that rappers, if you're 40 and over, you shouldn't be rapping. And Styles P kind of educated them. So let's talk about it, guys. We're going to start off with Rich. What's your thoughts on that? First, the question is, do you think rappers should stop rapping at 40? And you can expound on your thoughts on it.
No, I feel the way Styles P, because I was there at the beginning of hip hop. You know, I've been riding with it all my life. You know, I'm in my, you know, I'm well over 40, so, and I still love it like yesterday. Now, what this is the comment. As you get older, your content needs to change. Okay, we still not pushing rocks at 55 now. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, we can't do that now. You know, we ain't putting up getting the honeys like we used to. You know, we got that dad bod. It's coming on in. You know what I'm trying to say? We don't work out and eat right. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100. Just rap about some everyday man your age could go to. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did with the old music. They rapped the age and the time. That's why it's called timeless, because it was made at the time. So, yeah, you know, it depends on what you're going to talk about. But if you're 40 years old and this is your first album and you talking about you pushing rocks on the block, I'm never broke, man. No, you need to go UPS high, Amazon, give you a little Amazon, all right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with how you get your money as long as you get your money. Hey, listen. But no, I really hate that they put a stigma on rap. And plus the youngsters, they trying to steal it from you by calling you old school. Nigga, we started this shit. We ain't old school. You niggas new. You know what I'm saying? We letting the youngsters have too much say about some shit we started. I don't understand that still. You know what I'm saying? You niggas, hey, y'all do not make the rules of the stigma how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? No. And you can't buy your way in this bitch. No, you got to rap. You got to know how to do the art form, rap, rhythm and poetry. That's what it stands for. You know what I'm saying? You can put gangster in the front, Christian, street, hood, whatever you want, but it's still rap.
Exactly.
Rhythm and poetry. So yeah, ain't no too old for poetry. It's just what your content, what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's all I say. You know, it's something for everybody.
Gotcha. You know, man, yeah, you dropped a hell of a bar in that.
He did.
You dropped a hell of a fucking bar. Nigga, I have to write it down a minute because I'm going to clip that. Let me hear. I just want to say it because it sounded good, but Rich said it, y'all. He said, how you going to have some say-so about some shit that we fucking started? Man, I'm fucking goddamn flabbergasted. This
You couldn't have
And
said it
they,
no better than that, Rich. You couldn't have said it no better than that.
but I can't lie, they come from the heart. That ain't nothing made up. I feel
Yeah.
that way
It
for real.
sounded like
When I see them young niggas, I be like, man, y'all don't understand what was going on. What we did to get here. Nah. You know, families looked at you crazy. Why you doing that? Why y'all out there? We took penitentiary chances just for shit now. Hell no. Y'all ain't got no say about this shit. No.
Yeah.
We the reason you getting that big money. We are the reason. We didn't get it, but y'all getting it because what
Y'all
we
getting
went
it
through.
because of what we did, the way we
Yeah,
paved the road.
y'all should be saying thank you. Shit, because you know y'all didn't do it.
Yeah, ain't
You
that
thought it was
something?
you just
They
thought it was
talking
that.
shit. They talking shit about a building that they live in that we built for.
So
How
they
you
acting
gonna
like,
talk shit
you know
about the
what though?
building? We
Listen,
built the building for your ass to live in. How the
listen.
fuck you gonna talk shit to the builder?
You know why? They acting like they predecessors. We act like we built the goddamn pyramids. They been here. That's what we feel about rap. We built this shit. Y'all just came here and y'all want to claim it and say, nah, fuck that. No.
Yeah.
Nah, we built this. Y'all didn't.
And let me give an example of what you mean. This is just to the audience and for the youngsters out there. When because you dropped another bomb too that was powerful, another bar when you said you got mute your mic when you
Oh, I'm sorry.
you good, fam. Not you ain't got to catch the camera, Rick.
Oh
So
my God. My man Rich.
imagine Michael Jackson still doing ABC at 40. That fits. That's the beautiful example of what Rich said. Right. You still talking about the same shit from 18 at 40. It unbelievable. I ain't never seen Michael Jackson perform ABC after he turned 21.
It ain't right.
An African proverb say, if you think the same way at 50 that you did at 20, you wasted 30 years of life.
Your life. Yeah.
I believe that. So
yeah,
I try not to ever think like I used to think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I try not. They said that. That stuck with me. That resonated.
Yeah. So quality. Same question. Just give us your thoughts on it. Give us the answer, then expound on it. Do you think a rapper should stop rapping at 40?
I don't think nobody should stop doing nothing, no matter how old you is. Don't let your age determine what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. That's just my personal opinion when it comes to the question. Now, as far as the a little expansion on it so y'all can have it, I agree with everything Rich just said. Everything he just said, man. All you got to do, in my opinion, is you can't talk to me about things that are not on my level. Because certain people have passed that level. Like, matter of fact, Rock, just think about this. The verses, right? The verses took you back to when you was on that level. That was the beauty of it. It made you remember back in that day. But now that I'm done, I'm not that person no more today. But I can still go back there and get it in. I can still go get it in. But when I get through getting it in, okay, it's time to come back to reality because I got to be me. I got to focus in my lane that I am in right now. Not back then. Right now, that's the key to it right there. So yes, absolutely. Rich hit it on the money.
Yeah, Ben, what's good, baby?
What's up with y'all, man? Peace to the panel. What's up, Rich? Long time no see, fam.
Hey man, I'm here, baby. I'm here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spin my soliloquy and then we'll let Ben end it. And before we go to the next subject. So when I see how can I say this? You know, this culture literally single-handedly made Black people a powerhouse, not just on the national market, but on the international market. This culture called hip-hop specifically created more millionaires than any other thing that ever in the history of this country or world. If you ask someone, if someone asks you, hey, what created more African American no, what created more Black millionaires anywhere in the world? By a landslide is hip hop. By a landslide. And so we talking about a culture that gave us the highest probability of maintaining generational wealth. And then something, and no disrespect to Cash Money, but something happened. We took a real crazy turn when Lollipop hit number one. It took a scary turn, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how the one music genre that I think will last longer than any other music genre is now trying to minimize the lifespan of it. And that's what I don't like and that's what I'm afraid for, because it's almost getting to the point to where our own culture is unintentionally killing hip hop when it's actually a genre that can last longer than any other genre. And I'm talking about as far as being on the scale it's at. You know what I mean? Jazz was big, but man, we're talking about this genre here is 60 years old and still the number one genre in the world. In other cultures, in other forms of music, it usually starts to fade around year 40, right? And then a lot of them didn't last 30 as far as being number one. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Disco was what, 15, 20 years? Right? You know what I'm saying? Soul, was what, 20, 30 years? You know what I'm saying? I'm being number one. Nigga, rock and roll, 30, maybe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I think the only thing that has stood the test of time that we can say is close or maybe have had longer as far as being number one was probably classical music. But hell, they ain't having instruments back then, so they had no choice but to accept that shit. It wasn't nothing else left. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I think it's disrespectful to the culture. And I was taught that Wise Man told me that music is a reflection of the reality of the people. A Black Panther said that. He said music is a reflection of the people, and it's pretty much kind of accurate. You know what I'm saying?
It's very accurate.
Very
accurate.
Yeah, and so, but I'm confident that it's going to make a turn. We need more Kendrick Lamars. We need more J. Cole's. You know what I'm saying? We need more big crits, man. We need more of those. And I'm not just holding people. I ain't saying like the quote unquote throwback rappers. You know what I'm saying? I love it all. You know what I'm saying? But we need a balance. We're getting bombarded with too much gangster rap and drill music, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Hey, and I don't want to hear Common. I love Common. I don't want to hear Common at the club. I'm sorry. No, I'm a probably cuss the DJ. Really, nigga? I'm in the club, nigga.
Not that.
Goddamn me on some motherfucking me on. Goddamn me on. Yin Yang twins, man. Shit. Play some goddamn me on. Shit. What's the Atlanta group? The goddamn the Migos. I'm in the club.
I hate to say this, but a sign of it was dying when women started leading in rap. When they was number one, when them ladies took it from the men, that shows me like the death or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. When ladies got it, I know it's at the end. Ain't no more men to stand up, and the women doing it better. I say, yeah, this don't look too good. Because I'm not knocking the ladies. I'm not knocking the ladies. I'm just saying that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
With the music, with the rap.
Well, it's taking a lot of hits, so Rich, that was definitely a major blow. Now, when I started to notice that when they started to get all the record deals, I knew
that's what I'm talking about.
You Yeah,
That's
I'm like,
why
okay,
I'm
now them Jews is slapping us in the face now.
yes,
Like,
they're
we
not
gonna,
gonna mess with us.
yeah,
Yes,
now
yes.
we gonna give
They
it to your woman so they can think they're better than
yes.
you. They
When
already
they
think
move
they
the money, when they move
household.
the money,
Mhm.
like they did with welfare, they move that money. Boom.
Yeah,
Yep.
They move that money to them
yeah,
women.
that's what they
It's
do.
over. It's over for the hip hop. The men out the way because the women unite. So I was like, dang,
Well, I wouldn't say
you know,
that. They're just giving it to them. They get look.
no,
Whoever
they
got
wasn't.
whoever get to feed you, they can feed who they
Yeah,
choose to,
that's right.
and that's who they feed. Yep.
That's what they feeding, goddamn.
Yeah. Uh, Ben, you went yet? Okay, so we're gonna let you go, Ben. So the question was, was you able to see the video?
Nah.
Okay, so we can give you some. It's real simple. So Styles P of the Locks, he did an interview, and so the guy had said, the guy interviewing him, he said he think that rappers should stop rapping at 40. So Styles P kind of pretty much checked, was like, what are you talking about? He was like, the other genre music don't have an age limit. He was like, hey, they all rock out till they dead. And so that's the conversation. So the first question we want you to answer is, do you think 40 is too old for a rapper to be rapping or practice his art, and expound on it?
No, not at all. I think it's a different target audience. And me as a 41-year-old man, when I'm listening to rapping, it's some of the other artists that I may listen to. I don't listen to too much new rap, to be honest, not like a whole lot of new artists, but sometimes I want to listen to something that I can generally relate to, just the perspectives of life. And artists, music is an expression. So now, man, if you're trying to be a rapper at 40, trying to be in the club and having people jam out in the club, that's a different scenario. But if you just expressing your art, man, I ain't got no problem with that. I got a homeboy. We grew up together. When I say grew up together, we've been close tight since sixth grade. You know what I'm saying? And he's still making. I remember he was writing when I was in class. And he made music to this day. It used to be jamming. And it's like, well, you can relate to it. Just the style of his music, what he talking about, just stuff like that, man. So no, you ain't gotta stop MCing when you turn a certain age, man. K Reno still dropping heat. K Reno in his 50s, I want to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, close to 50. I don't know his actual age, but I know he at least 8 to 10 years older than me. Still dropping heat. Rose still dropping heat. It's a lot of people still dropping heat, man, just
Hold
because
on. My
age got
partner,
nothing
the
to do with
rascal,
that.
Hold on,
dropping
hold on.
heat.
Let him cook. Let him cook, Rich. Hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook. Go
No,
ahead.
that's it, yeah, that's they still dropping heat, man. So I don't know what people are expecting of an MC and what they think it should always be like. There's a hip hop has a lot of different, expressions in a way. It could be music about what's going on in the streets. It could be music about how you perceive life. It could be music about this is when you get to this age. This how you may want to move. I came from where you was at. Now I'm here. This is the journey. So man, whoever's saying hip hop needs to now, I would say it's dominated by the younger generation because it's always the voice of the unheard, the voice of those who don't have a voice and going through certain things and political type of what you call it, political commentary, social commentary. Hey, but man, sometimes I want to put on some music where I can relate. You know what I'm saying? I can't relate to the streets like that, man. I'm 41 years old, man. I ain't in the streets. But I can relate to somebody talking about life, you know what I'm saying, and how to go about, put money here to do this with it, or how to approach people in certain situations. Like, when you get older, you pick up that wisdom. So yeah, I'm all for, you get older, keep making your music. We want to see the how you mature.
That's real. That's real, man. Because like, it's like, how you gonna tell an artist that he too old to draw? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's no
A
such thing.
dancer that they too old to dance. Right now, the king of juking is an older guy. He
I see it,
bleeds
man. Hey,
up.
hey, I'm gonna put this on you too, Rob. It's just like acting. As you get a little older, your roles change. You play a different role now. You know what I'm saying? You get a little older now. Now you in that different. You play them different roles in your movies where you expected to play a different character. You
Yeah.
can't be the crash out dummy like you was in your 20s in a gangster movie. Now you the one sitting back, kind of directing. Hey, just like Denzel is the perfect example with his Equalizer. I don't know if you've seen the latest one, but his latest one, he kind of like the Mr. Miyagi. You know what I'm saying? He kind of, hey man, this is how you supposed to move. This boom, 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 boom. I can still get out there if I need to, but I'm directing now. This is how you supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's art. It's all art.
That's a good analogy, being damn good analogy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nick can't be 60 playing the head honcho like
You
doing
ain't supposed to no more, man. You the Godfather now, man. You supposed to. You calling the shots, hey man. This what you got to do. Hey, it's a show I watch now called Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. I love the show.
yeah,
And he like, he was out there doing his mob thing when he was younger, they talk about his history. He a little older now. He calling shots. He getting the field every now and then, but he the one directing. Back then, he was the one doing all the the grunt work. You get older,
yeah,
different in hip hop, man. I still want to like I'm still jamming some Nas. Kendrick Lamar, he closer to my age. He a little younger, but he talking about family. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with that. I ain't trying to always hear about clubbing and talking to this woman, and I don't live that life. You know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
there no
So
more. I'm
I
not there
ain't
no more.
there. But I still I like hearing rounds over a record, with the beat. I like to bob my head. I want to bob my head to something I can relate to.
yeah, 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 man. Yeah, man. That's some real stuff, man. And then like I say, man, I mean, it's kind of hard not to go back to what Rich was saying. You know what I'm saying? You know, and sadly, like how you gonna tell us about something we created? You know what I mean? Like it's so disrespectful.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And
right,
and here's what I noticed too. And this, because sometimes I had a discussion, and when it comes to me, being, to the YNs or whatever, when we have conversations about music or whatever, and I'm like, nah, he trash. You know what I'm saying? I tell him, I'm like, 21 Savage is trash. What the fuck you talking about? Kodak Black is not a GOAT. What the fuck you mean? And so the first thing, oh man, he just old. And so then, but they'll sit there, they don't like no. I'm gonna say this. This is the first generation in hip hop culture that I've seen simply don't like people just because they're not in their generation. And so what I would tell them is, and this is how I know we're in a fucked up situation right now with the mentality of some of our youth. My mother's mother liked, I'm gonna say this, my mother and dad liked their parents' music. Me and my siblings liked my parents' music. Now watch this. My mother and dad parents liked their music. My parents liked our music. My kids liked my music, and I liked my kids' music. But they hate anything that ain't in their generation. And they think, and the sad part is, they think we hate all of their music. No, we don't. Y'all generation got good rappers too. YBN Corday. You know what I'm saying? This new generation do got some great rappers. The dude from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? They just simply don't like nothing that ain't in their generation. And that's how I know where we have a problem at. There's a serious disconnect. And I think it's a level of hatred. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about as far as musically, not necessarily from a people standpoint, but there's definitely a disconnect there. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can't tell my generation shit about no Zydeco. We wasn't born when Zydeco was out. Shit. Nigga, we love some Johnny Taylor.
Hey, I got stories about JT, man. I met it when I was a little. I got stories about JT. We'll talk about that later.
Hey, I know one thing. In the South, you can go to a juke joint and it be all generations in that mug. And guess what? They'll play music from every generation because we all liked it, good music. It don't matter if it was our kids' music, or our parents' music. But somewhere down the line, this new generation, they just want to hear they shit. Y'all got
Bro, man, you know how I got on listening to Tupac, Snoop, my mama.
My mama loved Tupac and
Square
them.
business. We from my mom from LA. I was born in LA,
Yeah,
man. And my mom, Friday nights come around, especially when a Tyson fight. Boy, she cut that music on, and my aunt used to DJ.
yeah,
Boy, my mama turn on that stereo. You know how back in the hood, you open up the windows and doors and let your music just blast out. Everybody in the neighborhood just jamming.
yeah.
Pop, Snoop, whatever she felt like playing. So yeah, to your point, they respect the music from the generation, after them.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was the grandparents that wasn't fooling with it.
no. Hold on though. But being to
in
their
my in my generation.
but look, but to your grandparents' defense, not gonna lie, they was a little torn on the gangster rap.
Yeah,
But
it's a gangster rap. That's what it was. In the R and B,
hey,
they thought the R and B was too sexual.
yeah. They thought certain songs. What I'm saying, it was music that they liked it though.
Absolutely, that's facts. Yeah, Boys to Me, and you know what I'm saying. They was listening to Boys to Me, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
Good child, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, they liked it
Say,
something is
fellas.
what you know what I'm saying. Pink.
All right. I just want to take a
Oh,
second, y'all. Hey, Coach Pink, how you doing?
Hey,
You
love, how
okay?
you? I'm good.
We're
I'm
glad to
good.
see you. Glad you came
Glad
in
to
and
see
hang out
y'all.
with us. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
yeah, we
Thank you for having
appreciate
me, fellas.
Okay, we ain't know if you was
Hey, coach.
up on the topic yet, so that's probably why we ain't came that way yet. We ain't know if
Yeah.
you
Oh
had
no,
seen
it's
that
all
topic
good.
that we was talking about.
It's all good.
All
Okay,
right, so
okay.
Pink, the topic is do you think rappers should stop rapping at 40 and expound on why not?
Absolutely not. We need to have rappers back in 40 because, as Ben was saying, I think we need all generations to collaborate because not everybody wants to just talk about killing if you really haven't lived that life. So many of the youth talk about killing this person, killing that person, and probably haven't even done it. Whereas the ones 40 and above have actually lived through it and have some of them are still here to talk about it, and you could actually understand the music better. I like a lot of the music. For me, I listen to music by beats before I could understand the words. And if I could hear the beat and bop to it, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm very open and versatile to music. But as you were saying, our generation, the young ones, are not. But I do believe there's no limit to your skill set. If you can still flow, then you should still go.
There you go.
Look at
There
you
you
rap.
go.
I still got it.
Dropping bombs,
You know what I'm talking about?
bars, dropping
Hold on, wait a
bars.
minute.
That's right.
Hold on.
Hold on, one of these.
You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
yes.
Yeah.
They don't know about that south side.
They
Yeah.
don't know about that
Oh
south side
no.
feeling. Hold on, man.
All right, so check this out, y'all. I got a perfect segue though, right? I'm gonna flip the script a little bit, just a little bit, but I got you. Mute your mics. Watch this.